Hi, my name is Andrea DeWitt, and this is a workshop titled Mental Health First Aid. There is a rising mental health problem and a decrease in funds for counseling. So, this workshop would serve to train teachers how to identify normal teenage behavior versus a student in crisis. All magazine high school faculty and staff would be involved in this mental health training. It would occur on September 15th at our early out day in the high school cafeteria to help students, and it would be an in person training. First, we would do a mental health icebreaker where everyone gets a slip of paper that either has a mental illness or a definition of a mental illness on it. They would go around the room, read each other's slips, and try to find who their partner is. Once everyone sits down, we would watch this mental health video about Kevin Hines, the man who jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. Kevin talks about his mental illnesses and the day he tried to commit suicide. He says that if his dad would have asked him just 2 times that day, or if someone on the bus or on the bridge would have asked him if he was okay, he would not have done it. Next, we are going to talk about some common mental illnesses that we see in high school: depression, anxiety, eating disorders, and bipolar disorder. Then we're going to break each of those down. And in depression, you often see a sense of hopelessness, a loss of interest, fatigue, more than just your normal fatigue. These students may never sleep, irritability, again, more than your average student, weight changes, uncontrollable emotions, and an interest in death. Next, we are going to look at anxiety. With anxiety, we're going to talk about worry, fatigue, stomach aches, and headaches. And again, these are all things that everyone experiences, but this is more than the normal worry, more than the normal fatigue, stomach aches, and headaches. Then we're going to talk about eating disorders. These students may be eating too much, they may be eating too little, they're going to have extreme weight changes, and you may or may not see them hoarding food in a backpack or in a pocket. Next, we're going to talk about bipolar disorder. With bipolar disorder, we have extreme highs and extreme lows, known as bipolar mania and bipolar depression. They also may experience risk-taking behavior where they seem to not care about their own life. Next, we're going to talk about some signs of crisis to be watching for. This is probably the most important part. So we want to watch for students giving away their prized possessions, maybe students who are suddenly happy after a long bout of depression, students who are talking, writing, or drawing about death, and students who seem to have lost all sense of hope. Next, I'm going to give these teachers a list of resources that they can talk to if they think that they may have a student in crisis, or resources that they can give students, like the school counselor, the principal, 911, and then the suicide hotline. Then we're going to do some group scenarios. And in these scenarios, we are going to talk about different potential students and whether their behavior is normal behavior for a teenager or whether they may be in crisis. Then we're going to talk about some things that we could say to these students or do for these students to help them in this situation. To end this workshop, we're going to have a list of these scenarios, and each teacher will answer on their own how they would handle that situation and whether or not that student is in crisis. They would have to answer whether or not they should take this student to the counselor, whether they should call 911, call the student's parents, or just have that conversation with them. This is a list of references where I got my information and my photos, and thank you for watching.